Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot, and surprise, we're not playing any of the normal games on this channel. I'm trying something a little different today. This is going to be a Throwback Thursday video series of sorts because, well, I felt like doing one. I felt like I've got a few Steam games in my library that I like to play every now and then that are pretty old, and honestly, a lot of people crapped on them, and I certainly don't blame them. This right here is one of them. SimCity 2000? Yeah, SimCity 2000? No, it was a great game. SimCity 2013. It has been called a festering turd of a game. A terrible game. What this is the expansion pack to it, Cities of Tomorrow, which actually brought in some pretty cool stuff. I mean, the map sizes are still way too small, and City Skylines is a much better game overall, but this game does have some redeeming elements. It's not a super terrible game. Anyway, I'm going to get started here. I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff they brought in with this expansion pack, which, by the way, is probably at least... It's 2013, it's 2017 now. They probably dropped the expansion pack in 2014. So this is like at least 3 years old at this point. Unfortunately, since it's not on Steam, it's probably never going to go on sale. I will look it up, and if you guys are interested at all, I'll put the current price for the game and the expansion pack in the description below. Please do not feel obligated to buy it. It is an EA game, and EA is evil. Anyway, let's get started here, and let's hope that I don't get copyright claimed and the game gets ripped down. Also, I get to play in single-player mode now, and offline! Isn't that great? It's so great that we get those features! For those of you who have never heard of this game, when it came out, EA and Maxis were all like, we're going to make SimCity a multiplayer game. It's going to be the bestest. It's going to have regions. You can play with each other, except not really. It's going to be like Farmville, where you can go and visit other people's farms. You guys remember Farmville? Does anybody still play that anymore? Anyway, in case you haven't been able to tell, I've been drinking. So fuck it. Let's name it Throwback Thursday. And my spelling is superb as always. I'm sure it's probably wrong. Alright, so I was originally going to choose a much more attractive to look at region. However, this is probably one of the coolest things. Probably one of the cooler maps, mostly because of this right here. Now, we're not going to start a city here because, well, this entire fucking area is radioactive. So yeah, we'll probably pick something else. This one's not too bad. Although, I'm thinking I want to start with the Omega Corporation here. There's two kind of factions they put in. Two different, we'll say two different corporations. The Academy, which promotes clean living, advanced technology, better living through science, and it's going to save the planet. Everything's going to be good. And then Omega Corp, who are soulless, godless cretins who just want to make as much money as possible and make sure that people are as poor and as miserable as possible. So we're going to be playing as them, and it's going to be awesome. Just a sec, guys. We'll get started in just a moment. Alright, so let's get started here. Now, we need to pick a site for our first city. Now, this area, I believe, is fairly rich in resources, but very poor in water. As you can see, like a lot of these places, they have no water whatsoever. This one's crap. This one has nothing. So they're saying build the academy here, and maybe you can save the crappy landscape. This one actually would be good for a Omega city. It's got lots of ore and oil, which Omega combines to make the Omega crack drug. This is actually a decent one. Decent wind power, lots of coal, decent amounts of ore, decent amounts of oil, trace amounts of water. I don't know why this one... Okay, this one does have a lot of water. This one's another one that's apparently worthless, even though there's a freaking river right there. There should be more water. Anyway, I'm just going to click through these real quick, guys. I think this one might be the spot. I mean, it's boring as hell. That's one reason why I was questioning my choice here, but just trying to clean up Fallout Epicenter seems like a really cool challenge, so I kind of want to get to that there. So I think I'm going to choose this one. Just double checking again. Yeah, this one has a solid mix of all three. Let's go ahead and, yeah, it provides everything for an Omega Co. or mining operation could want, including open spaces for building a town full of workers. Beautiful. That's what we're looking for. So it is Amakita Mesa. Let's claim that sucker for ourselves. And let's just wait and wait and wait and wait. And wait some more. So, like I said, there's two factions. There's the Omega Corporation and then there's the Academy. Really, you kind of need a mixture of both to actually have anything successful. But, yeah, for now we're going to... Actually, first thing is first. We need to see where the ore, the coal... So the coal and the ore are mostly over there by the railway lines. Okay. And we can leave that map on and then maybe just draw some dirt roads just to bar that area. Never said I was any good at doing roads in this city. So, made a line in the sand right there. Very good. Let's go back to the resource screen and let's just check on the oil. This is what I like to do in these games, just so I don't expand to the areas where there are resources. Oh, nice. So this entire area is open for habitation. Okay. So basically they plunk all the resources in the same spot. Interesting. That'll make it easy for Omega extractors later on. Okay, well, anyway, let's go ahead. Let's build our city. Let's get out of the special screen here. Pause the game. Get our first road connection. Unlike City Skylines, this game does not require any sort of power lines, water lines, etc. Or any of the previous SimCity games for that matter. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a U here. Let's not do that. Let's do this. Is this thing slightly diagonal? Oh god. What have I done? Oh no! Oh no! It's slightly asymmetrical. Here, let's do this. And let's not do that. My OCD is going to get the better of me, as is the OCD of anyone who has those sorts of problems on the internet. It's going to be terrible. There we go. That, and now that we have that pretty one, let's go ahead and just waste some more money, make this intersection better. We're going to make this lifeless hunk of dirt great again. There's going to be jobs. There's going to be prosperity. And take those jobs back from China. Alright, so what do we... We've got roads, yeah? Guess you want, like, real roads? Fine, I guess we can get some real roads out. You know what? Let's throw down one of these right down the middle. Sure. Let's do this for now, actually. Or let's not. Or let's not. Okay. Well, we'll do this. Use the road guides, just make some shit dirt roads. So we're out of money. Fortunately, we can fix that. Son of a bitch. The region is connected. The region is connected, you fools. Now give me free money. I'm going to take out mortgages on this shitty landscape. Alright. Cool. We're good. So let's... you know what? Let's go ahead and drop coal as our power plant. So wind's blowing in that direction, so we'll make this area an industrial area. We'll make this area a residential area. Do we have any water whatsoever in this place? We do actually have a nice little chunk over there in the corner. So what we can do, we can actually take advantage of this little dirt road here. Let's go ahead and just drop a generic water tower right here. And where do we want to dump the raw sewage? Let's actually dump it right here. Seems like a good spot. And we've got road connections. Very good. So the pipes will go underneath it, even with dirt roads. And zones are free. So just control and do that. Or just click and drag. Come on. Then for this, no, that's a terrible idea. We'll drop some industry. No, we will not drop that much industry. Let's actually just see if we can draw a quick road connection right here. This is terrible city design, just FYI, I know that. We will change it in the future. But for now, we're going to keep it that way. So... just do that for now. Oh, another thing this expansion added, which you guys probably would be more interested in, is customizable arcologies of sorts. I'll show you those right now. I don't think we can actually build one yet, but mega towers. So... pack a mammoth tower full of Sims, stack levels of apartments, malls, or offices. More workers, more shoppers. You can do a mega tower with a mall level to start off. Profit from the shoppers. And then finally you can just do one with lots of offices. And then of course you can do the elite mega towers, which are the academy focused ones sort of. Really, these are for, like, middle class and rich, and then this one is for poor and middle class. So the academy ones look all pretty. And then eventually, once we research them, we can get sky bridges. Probably not going to happen today. Anyway, let's go ahead and take ourselves out of pause. So it's a worker shortage right now? Okay, sure, whatever. And we'll go into turbo. We should have some stuff coming up here. We have some buildings under construction. We have some crappy little houses. And we're getting little pop-ups there. Unpowered buildings? Yeah, that's not a problem. Just wait for the power grid to wake up. Yeah, so the power, water, and every other grid seems to kind of work from these little balls of stuff that bounce around. They come from the source here, which is a square, and then they have to go to all the circles right here. So, yeah. Anywho, let's keep going. Let's see if we can maybe get ourselves out of the hole. Because right now we're running a deficit. Alright, there we go. We'll see if maybe we can get Omega Co up and running. All right. Yeah, we can. Excellent. So we're going to go ahead and... Actually, we need oil first. So we can get oil from here. So let's go ahead and do that. We also need a trade depot, which we don't have enough money for. That's hilarious. Alright, so this place just needs to be shut down for now. If we don't have enough money for a trade depot, then it's kind of pointless. So how the supply chain works is, as I stated earlier, Omega requires ore and it requires oil. And then it creates Omega, which then turns factories into... Basically, Omega likes to just take over everything. It's like a virus. And you make a crap ton of money in the process because Omega gives you kickbacks. So we want our kickbacks. We want to do what we can to make sure this evil corporation succeeds. And now we just need to wait patiently for the end of the hour till we get our money. There we go. And now we can build... At least we can try to build a storage lot. No, we can't. We don't have the money for that. Alright. Well, anyway, let's try zoning more stuff. And in the meantime, our people will just build their happy little trailer parks here in the desert. Petition for raw storage. Okay, yeah, great. Wonderful. Let's crack that open. This is already on, and we can go ahead and drop our oil. So let's do that. And yeah, so this is one thing that is missing from City Skylines, although it really doesn't make sense that this is in the game to begin with, in the context of a city simulator. So in a city simulator, you're concerned about providing for the city's growth and stuff. You're not concerned about managing businesses. So, yeah, and another thing that's really damn peculiar is once the city starts to get really big, all of a sudden, you'd think you'd be getting a lot more money because it's more compact, you're generating more tax revenue from structures. That's not the case. You end up spending more on services in order to keep people happy. You end up losing money, which can sort of be like real life, but it kind of seems like it's a departure from every other city simulator, including City Skylines. So, yeah, it's kind of bizarre. Basically, the game's wired around you have to have industries of some sort, whether it's some sort of tourism, whether it's gambling, whether it's the mega towers, which were added, all three of these were added in the expansion. The Academy doesn't really provide any sort of money, but it does provide a crap ton of rich people jobs, which brings in the rich people. So as long as you've got enough appeal for rich people, it'll bring them in, it'll employ them, and, yeah. This looks so terrible. Oh well. So we're going to keep moving here. And eventually maybe they'll give us a delivery of oil. Yeah, we'll just let that keep running for now. Very good. And we'll build some more industrial zones. Perfect. Maybe even get another, yeah, that looks perfect. Let's just make it even more not symmetrical. That's wonderful. All right. We'll put a road down here just to connect things and kill existing buildings. All right, there we go. Get all that industry up and running. Very good. We got houses. We can throw some more houses down over here. People aren't pestering me for... Okay, fine. They want parks. Here. Have 4 square. Right here. Just for you. A 4 square. In case you're wondering, I don't want to make any of these people rich. I want them to be poor and miserable. Yeah, we've got a quest, because this game has quests. Mayor Wybod, Omega Co. is always looking to expand, and this place looks like the perfect city to sell, sure. So, drop an Omega Co. Gather, supply crude oil and raw ore. So basically it'll pay for itself once we do that. Oh, we can also drop our city hall, which maybe we should do at this point. Oh, by the way, apparently we're at 5,000 people somehow. Doing this in City Skylines a lot harder, but yeah, whatever. We can upgrade. Can rename the city as well. How about, let's find a cheerful name. Let's call this place Desolate Hellscape. That sounds wonderful. Alright. So we need iron still for Omega Co. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Become a mining master. How about now? So this is a terrible spot for it. Actually, the trade depot's in a terrible spot. Everything's overlapping there. So I guess we need to drop a dirt road right here. So just throw one of those down. We don't need anything better at this point. Dirt roads are, forgive the pun, they're dirt cheap. All right, very good. So that's down. Clearly, what's this? Oh, we need a storage lot now. You guys want everything. Fine. Let's go into the edit screen. This is another thing that I kind of like about this game that's missing in City Skylines is that you're able to edit the buildings and add stuff on, which kind of strikes me more as being a bit more realistic. And just to show you guys, I'm going to drop a school. Let's get a school down here. So, the school starts off as being pretty small. But as we speed things along, and yes, traffic is atrocious. It is terrible. This is the worst traffic. Actually, this is not very bad at all. I've created way worse traffic jams in City Skylines. Anyway, eventually the school will open, and then I can show you what's going on. Oh, and fire. That could be a problem. Let's do something about that. Let's actually drop a fire station right here. It's a good spot. It'll have access quickly to a lot of the industry, but also have access to this area as well. Hopefully it'll be enough. So now they want services. Fine, I'll give you services. You whiny little buggers. Oh, what did he say? All Sims must embrace the wonder of Omega. Omega production requires a factory for production. Omega Co. wants to help make you a fortune. Manufacture Omega from crude oil and raw ore. Amass piles of simoleons and convert your factories and shops in your city and the region into Omega Co. franchises. Then you get kickbacks from profit sharing. It legit says profit sharing kickbacks. But you also eventually get drones as well, which is kind of a neat concept there. So this is supposed to be not too distant future where drones are advanced enough and common enough that and large enough that they can actually like get you a pizza. So you have your little drone shed, it goes and flies off, gets you your pizza, comes back, and you can just sit at home and do nothing and watch TV or go watch cat videos or Let's Plays. Or just get drunk. That works too. It's a timeless pastime. Anyway, teaching 0 students. That one's probably not going to be big enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what we can do instead of dropping another school. So we can drop a classroom. Costs a bit, but it'll enlarge the amount of students. So we just keep doing that, which kind of seems a bit more realistic. Anyway, let's just keep going for now. What do we got here? What are we lacking? We are lacking in the sewage department. No, we're good. We're fine. We got Omega up and running too. Fabulous. So, let's see here. Oh, we got all kinds of rubble and abandoned structures. All right. Okay. That's sorted. Apparently somewhere there's a fire. That's unfortunate. My father didn't love me enough. I'm gonna turn to a life of crime. Okay. There's the fire. And for some reason the fire truck's going down the only city street with the fucking garbage truck. Oh, by the way, guys, the city gradually gets futurized based on futuristic stuff. So if I actually upgrade these roads, I can show you what I mean. So this is what our city street looks like. Then as we get out of the futurized area here, they have, which I assume these are like the solar roads they were talking about a few years ago that I don't think I've ever really caught on. Kind of looks like them. And they just have these interesting looking headlights or lamps. Anyway. I suppose we can upgrade our roads now. I suppose. If we must. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this out. Alright. So apparently we have a bunch of abandoned buildings and rubble. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and clear my debts, since we should be able to do that at this point. No problem. Very good. I think I'm actually going to take some new debts on here. So this is typically what I do in one of these games, is I just like accrue as much debt as possible. Because this particular episode's going to come to an end in a little bit. I do want to check the progress of Omega Co. before we start it. So 17% or 14% commercial, and then 7% industrial ownership. So workers are dying. That's unfortunate. This Omega material is wonderful. We're making 208 per hour from this place, but they're running out of Omega, which sucks. Okay. So, well, what we need to do here. So we should probably get a clinic up to help with the wounded, and we should probably get a police station to help with crime. So we're going to do that. Got one of each of those up. The city is burning. Oh, right. There's only one fire engine. Fine. We'll go ahead and we'll add another fire engine. Or two. So we can add those on. That'll be more fire trucks on the road. Will be good. Anyway, what I was originally trying to show you guys is mega towers. I like to call them Arcologies, but either one is correct. Unfortunately, we can't build the bloody things right at this moment. Would we make some more money if we repaid all these loans? We would, except we can't afford to repay the last one. All right. All right, well, let's just do some quick house cleaning here. Abandoned structures. I don't believe City Skylines actually has this in the game, or maybe they do. I'm not sure. I'll take a look next time I play. It's been a while, guys. I will be picking it up again for the mass transit expansion. So you want one of those? Okay. Sure, we'll do that. Can you give me the money up front, please? That would be swell. So we took out a nice big loan, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to build ourselves a mega tower here, get at least the first level down. You know what? This seems like a good spot, actually. On a main road, or maybe right here. Maybe here. So it snaps along the road with these little things. You know what? Let's actually put it next to the police. Nah, I don't know. I think I'll actually drop it in the industrial zone here. There we go. So that is our mega tower. The beginnings of it. I believe these things have 8 levels, including a crown, and we can build up to 8 of them in this city and every city. So that's 8 of either this type, which is more kind of Omega Co flavored, or the elite ones, which is more Academy flavored. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and speed along here. Omega deliveries are fairly slow, is what they're telling us. I'm thinking that's because we don't have enough assembly lines for them. So we'll do that. We'll pay back our loans in the process here. We can't. Cool. Well, whatever. We're out of resources. Okay. So we're going to have to up the ante on those. Eventually we can use the Omega Co. Factory. It can be hooked up with a pipeline, and there's a docking port right there for the pipeline, and we can actually pump resources right in. Alternatively, we can use a freight VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing vehicle, to just deliver oil and ore directly onto the roof, which is kind of cool. Those landing pads would click in right there. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to throw down a cut here in this particular episode. I'll do another one right behind it, and that episode's going to be released alongside this one. Same day. We'll get that done, yeah, same day, same time. And that's going to do it for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be more city building, more building of Omega with corrupt evil corporations, more shitting on EA. Oh, there will be more shitting on EA. I have alcohol, therefore I'm not censoring myself as much as I should. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, folks. There might even be a few Trump jokes. Not sure if that's a good thing. Anyway, my name's been Ybot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like this one, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.